In 1965, some of the fastest cars in America looked harmless. That was the trick. Behind plain badges, chrome trim, and family car styling, Detroit was hiding quarter-mile monsters. And when the stopwatch finally told the truth, a few legends had something to prove. By the end of this countdown, you will see which 1965 muscle car was truly the fastest of them all. Number 10 is the Plymouth Barracuda Formula S, and it was quicker than its size made people expect. It did not have the brutal image of the bigger muscle cars on this list, but that was part of its advantage. With the high-output 273 Commando 5.8 under the hood, this compact fastback could run the quarter mile in the high 15-second range. That made it one of the first signs that 1965 performance was spreading far beyond the usual heavy hitters. Number 9 is the Buick Riviera Grand Sport, a car that looked more like a luxury coupe than a street fighter. That is what made it so surprising. While most people saw style, chrome, and comfort, Buick had slipped serious power under the hood with the 425 Super Wildcat 5.8. The result was a big personal luxury car that could still move with authority, running the quarter mile in the mid-15-second range, and proving that speed in 1965 was not limited to stripped-down muscle machines. Number 8 is the Pontiac Catalina 2+2, and this is where the list starts getting harder to ignore. This was not some small, lightweight car built only for speed. It was a full-size Pontiac with real size, real presence, and enough power to shock people who underestimated it. With the 421 high-output V8 engine, the Catalina 2+2 could charge through the quarter mile in the mid-15-second range, proving that in 1965, even the big cars were joining the horsepower war. Number 7 is the Buick Skylark Grand Sport, and this is where the countdown starts feeling a lot more serious. Buick was no longer just building a quick luxury car. It was now chasing the same street credibility as the true muscle names. Under the hood was a big 401 cubic inch V8, officially called a 400, and it gave the Skylark GS the kind of punch that could back up the badge. With a quarter mile time in the low 15-second range, this was the moment Buick proved it belonged in the fight. Number 6 is the Dodge Coronet 426S, and this is where the countdown stops feeling playful and starts feeling dangerous. The Coronet did not need flashy tricks to get attention. Its warning came from what was under the hood. With the 426 Street Wedge 5.8, this car had the kind of torque that could make almost anything next to it look slow the moment the light turned green. Its quarter-mile time landed in the low 15-second range, and by this point in 1965, that meant one thing: Detroit's family cars were becoming straight-line monsters. Number 5 is the Oldsmobile 442, and by now, the countdown has fully entered real muscle car territory. This was not a car built around looks alone. It was built to hit hard, launch hard, and prove that Oldsmobile could run with the best of them. With its 400 V8 delivering serious power and torque, the 442 backed up the hype with a quarter-mile time right around the 15-second mark. That made it one of the quickest mid-size cars on the street in 1965, and more importantly, one of the clearest signs that this horsepower war was getting out of control. Number 4 is the Ford Galaxie 500 XL 427, and this is where the list gets almost hard to believe. It was a big full-size Ford, not a lightweight coupe built for a single purpose. But once you gave it the 427, size stopped mattering. It had enough power to launch like a much smaller car, and enough presence to make that speed feel even more intimidating. Period tests put it in the 14-second range in the quarter mile, which was serious performance for anything in 1965, let alone something this big. By now, the message was clear. Even the heavyweights were learning how to hit hard. Number 3 is the Shelby GT350, and this is where the countdown stops being just a muscle car list and starts feeling like something far more serious. The GT350 was not built to look fast. It was built to be fast. Carroll Shelby took the Mustang and turned it into a stripped-down, race-bred machine with sharper handling, less weight, and a much more aggressive attitude than almost anything else on the road. Its modified 289 V8 engine gave it the kind of performance that made every run feel urgent, and period tests pushed it deep into the 14-second range in the quarter mile. By this point, winning was no longer about brute force alone. Precision had entered the fight. Number 2 is the Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu SS Z16, and this is where the countdown starts to feel almost secretive. Chevy built very few of these cars, and it did not need loud marketing to make its point. The Z16 was a warning shot. Under the hood sat a 396 big block V8 that gave the Chevelle the kind of power that instantly changed its reputation. This was no longer just a sharp, mid-size coupe. It became a serious performance machine, built to challenge the biggest names in the game. Period tests pushed it into the mid-14-second range in the quarter mile, making it one of the quickest cars of the year. And the fact that so few were made only made it feel even more dangerous. Number 1 is the Pontiac GTO, and this is the car that turned the entire muscle car movement into something bigger than a trend. By 1965, the GTO was no longer just the new kid causing trouble. It had become the name everyone else was chasing. Pontiac took the formula that already worked and made it even sharper, giving the GTO more power, more attitude, and the kind of performance that could survive real road tests, not just dealership talk. With its 389 V8 in high output form, the GTO blasted through the quarter mile in the mid-14-second range, making it the quickest car on this list. But what really made it number 1 was not just the speed, it was the impact. This was the car that proved muscle cars were no longer a niche experiment. In 1965, they were the main event. What made 1965 special was not just one fast car. It was the fact that suddenly everyone had one. Pontiac, Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, Oldsmobile, Buick, even Plymouth were all chasing the same prize at the same time. That is what turned a few quick models into a real movement. This was the year the horsepower war stopped looking like a trend and started looking unstoppable. 1965 was the year muscle cars stopped making promises and started proving themselves. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into automotive history. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the best stories are hiding under the hood.